What exactly is the value? There is no commonality, at least generally, with behavior, with beliefs, with interest, with anything. There is literally nothing a man has in common with a woman. The only reason why men date women and not other men is because women, well, they can reproduce children. And men need a woman to reproduce children, to have a family, right? If men could do that with other men, then, I mean, I guess they just do it with other men. Because in terms of actual, like, social relations, I do not see anything a man has in common with a woman. Like, what do you talk about, the weather? You go, it's like when you walk up to your mom, it's like, oh hey, what's the weather like? Oh hey, what's your siblings doing? What's your uncle doing or something, you know? It's not like a productive conversation because you have nothing to talk about. There is nothing of substance to discuss. So essentially what you're doing is you're just jibber jabbering. And that's why divorces for straight relationships are so low. So high, they're so high. Because there's nothing to talk about. These people don't like each other. They're together for monetary and sexual reasons, and that's it. Lesbians are the same way because women are agitators. They can't stand each other. So their relationships last even less. Men being the calm, mature, nice, civil party can hold on the relationship a bit, but women will just ruin it the second they get the chance. I've seen clips of women tossing rings out of windows. Rings that the guys have paid thousands of dollars for. You wouldn't catch me doing that, not only because I don't have the money for a ring, or a house or anything a woman would actually want, but because, what do you take me for, a fool? I mean, like, I could spend that money in any specific way I would want. Hell, I could get 50 different hookers for the price of that one ring. So it's kind of stupid. The reason why guys they don't see value in dating and not dating but having relationships with women in terms of like friendships is because they don't offer anything as friends. You tell a girl, oh hey, I'm sad, I'm not having a good day, this girl rejected me. She's like, get over it, I don't care, man up. Like, that isn't productive. Women do not care about men's issues or men, right? So it's just not productive to have a friendship with somebody who doesn't care about you or care about your interest. That's the simple truth of it. There is just no productive value in that. Men are only dating women for the reproductive system women have. That's it. If women did not reproduce in terms of offspring, they wouldn't have relationships with them. There'd be no function. Like why would you want to talk to somebody who has nothing in common with you, hates your guts, and would step on your grave the second they had the chance? There's no reason to. Well, here's the thing too about this comment here. Of course, in a consensual friendship where it is two parties choosing to, I guess, be friends, to have a bond, have a kinship. In the case where one person breaks off that kinship, it is perfectly logical to be resentful to the person who said, I don't like you no more. Like, if this was reversed and this was woman to man, and it was the man rejecting the woman and saying, I don't want to be your friend no more, everybody on planet Earth would be saying, oh, look at this poor woman. Look at this poor woman that got rejected by her male friend. They'd protect her. They'd protect her with all the societal and institutional power possible. Because men don't benefit from society. That's just kind of how that goes. Us men have no stake in society and no benefit in society. We only see interest in it crumbling. So there is no real tangible point this guy's making either. He's literally just saying, "Oh, don't mistreat her." But I'm like, if this was a man who said, "I don't want to be friends with this woman no more," everybody would be siding with the woman. So it's literally just gender-based discrimination and nothing more. You know why men do this? You know why men confuse mild interest for attraction? Because nobody cares about us. Nobody likes us. So when anyone, literally anyone, shows mild interest, mild kindness, it's like once in a blue moon. Women who are showered with love and attention every second of every day would not understand that. They would not understand the situation there. They wouldn't get it. They would be like, "Oh, why is he interested?" It's like, well, because you showed him that you're being nice, and men aren't used to having people be nice to them. Okay, so for context, this is a clip about King of the Hill. This is Hank and his half brother, who's like 40 years younger, or like no, like 50 years younger. But in this clip, the younger brother is called Good Hank, but that's literally his name, by the way. But in this clip, he's effectively portrayed as like an incel type character, where he can't get woman, and he's like looking for like this fresh and fit type situation, where it's like this podcast, not podcast, but it's like this group, and they talk about things. It's very explicit. They say like woman and betas are holding us down. It's very explicit commentary, but the point I'm trying to make here is that everyone's like this, and it's very explicit propaganda as well. So it's trying to make one side look very stupid and biased and ignorant, and it's trying to make the other side look good. It's trying to make the more liberal, progressive side look good, and it's trying to make the more conservative side look bad. I don't even want to say conservative, because, like, this sort of belief system, like, I don't want to say belief system, because it's all factual, right? All the kind of incel MRA talking points, for the most part, are factual. They reside in a realm of logic, they reside in a realm of facts. A lot of people will contest that women don't date guys for financial, profit-driven reasons. But like, think about it logically. Would you rather have somebody who's providing you with resources and giving you a free house, a free car, like essentially being like a guinea, not a guinea pig, but like a piggy bank for you, like a little piggy bank for you? Would you prefer somebody who's like being your tool, being your slave? Or would you prefer somebody who's like actually equal to you and actually is contributing the same amount as you? See, that's the thing that makes it funny, is that feminists will preach about equality and then ask for supremacy. They want a man who earns more, they want a man who makes more money, but then they'll talk about equality. It's kind of funny. It's very ironic, even. Well, yes, friends do that. That is a thing friends do. However, in the context of this clip, he interpreted that as like interest in him because it's a male and a female. Like, Jesus Christ. If a male and a female did this, actually, if it was a female who did this to a male, she'd say, "Don't you pick up on my hints? Don't you understand my hints?" See? That's the thing. You switch any of these gender dynamics around, and it's instantly like the same. They have the same position we do. You switch the gender dynamics around, they have the same position we do. If a girl is being friendly to a guy, they say, "Oh, don't interpret that as sexual advances." But then a girl does that to a guy, and they're like, "Why didn't you understand? The hints were there, bro." It's so funny. These people have no sense of irony. They think the reverse of everything like the incel MRAs do, except they do it with women. They don't understand the pure hypocrisy of their own argument. And the sad part is that the people who are neutral like the 5 that there are, will never side with me because they'll say, you're a sexist meanie. I'm like, I don't care. Like, think what you want.